Microsoft and Meta report earnings today after the market closes, and this is what the market is expecting them to report. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. I hope that you guys learned something new, and if you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. Meta, as of right now, is trading at pretty much $600 per share. It is up 1.1% in the green. And based off of market's expectation for Meta's earnings, we have an earnings per share of $5.21 per share and revenue to be at $40.18 billion. So Meta has had an exceptional 2024. I remember that there was a time when they were investing into the metaverse. They were pouring, what was it, like $5 billion per quarter. It was an insane amount of money. It just didn't look good for Meta. Meta went from $87 per share to now its current highs of $600, experiencing a 497% return in about 2 years, right? I think that was the end of 2022, and now we're at the end of 2024. So around 2 years, almost a 500% return. Not too shabby for Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. I think he's the fourth richest man in the world. So incredibly bullish. It looks unstoppable. What is the big focus, right? As many of you guys know that we've been covering when it comes down to these companies reporting earnings, it's not just what they're reporting to meet expectation, but also their guidance, right? Guidance has to be strong for up and coming quarters. The big focus for Meta is how much they are investing in AI. Again, Mark Zuckerberg was interviewed and spoke about why our company is spending billions and billions of dollars. And he shared that, yeah, there's a lot of big tech companies that might be overspending. But the idea of overspending is going to be much less of a risk than the concept of not spending enough and falling behind and not owning enough of that marketplace. So again, you have companies like Meta, Nvidia, Amazon, Microsoft, all heavily pouring into AI. Google, right? The list goes on. With that being said, the big focus for investors today is for us to have a better understanding of how Meta and how much Meta is actually spending every single quarter when it comes down to investments in AI. On top of that, again, Microsoft is set to report earnings today after the market closes, and its earnings per share is $3.10 per share, and revenue is $64.55 billion. For those that do not know, Microsoft also has had an amazing 2024. Not as great as Meta, but nonetheless, it's been incredibly bullish, holding above the moving average. Price action looks incredibly bullish. We are coming back to retest the previous resistance zone right around 440, and we'll see after reporting earnings if it exceeds expectation with proper guidance for 2025. Will it end up, going back to retest previous all-time highs of $467, or will it get rejected and come back to previous lows of $400 per share? Remember, I don't personally like to take a trade before a company reports earnings. I like to take a trade after it reports and trade the reaction if there's any opportunity that ends up presenting itself. If you ever want to see what this is like, I will be live streaming Meta and Microsoft earnings today. All I literally ask you to do is drop a thumbs up, get this video to over 500 likes, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications so YouTube notifies you when it is that I go live. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment down below. Other than that, I'll see you right before the market closes for the Meta and Microsoft live earning report. Take care, team.